So how do you know when you are living in alignment with your purpose? How do you know when you are really connected to your deepest truth? You know, this is really interesting because in the last video, we talked about 5 keys to be able to find your purpose. If you haven't watched that, make sure you go back and watch the last video. It unlocks 5 specific questions that will help you know what your purpose actually is. How do you know when you're actually fulfilling and living that purpose? And what I've identified is 3 specific keys to alignment. And when you are tapped into these 3 keys, you can be living your purpose everywhere you go. And the great thing is that purpose can be in many different ways, right? That purpose can be when you're with your family and with your kids. That purpose might be when you are in your work and your job situation. That purpose might be as you're serving your community or living your fullness of your purpose in so many ways. Like there's so many different ways to live your purpose. My hope is, as you continue to learn with us in this journey of Live Big and Legendary, that you learn how to actually take that purpose and to make it profitable and to build prosperity with that. But right now I just want to teach you some tools so you can learn whether or not you're in alignment with that purpose. All right? So ready? First, this is a big one. You are in alignment with your purpose when you are experiencing joy. Just breathe that in. Breathe in that joy of life. Joy is the ultimate purpose of our creation, the reason why we're here on earth. When we're experiencing joy, we're in alignment with our purpose. And so this becomes really important for you to be able to filter out those many different opportunities that you have in life. Ask yourself the simple question, does this bring me joy? If it does, my perspective is bringing you closer to God, and it's also helping you share your gifts greatest with the world. Are you living in joy? So that's the first key. The second key to making sure that you're living in alignment with your purpose is this, does it make you grow? My belief is that just like this tree, just like the plants, just like our bodies, our life purpose is to grow and to expand, to become bigger and stronger and more dynamic. And if we find ourselves getting stagnant, like I just want you to imagine if a pond doesn't have fresh water coming into it, like this pond for instance, if this didn't have a constant flow of fresh water coming in, what would happen to the water? It would become very stagnant, it would become very stale, it would grow a lot of bacteria and all these other things. And I think our lives are like that too. There's something deep inside of our spiritual DNA that craves growth and expansion and change and evolution. And so your purpose is to grow and expand to be the highest and best version of you. And that happens when you're being stretched. That happens when you're moving forward. That happens when you're being challenged. So make sure that you're intentionally finding these opportunities and these experiences where you are growing, where you are expanding. That's one of the things I love most about being able to travel to new places. Because every time I travel, it's like my mind is expanded and I learn more things about myself and I learn more things about the world. So the second key is, does it cause you to grow? Now the third key is simply this. Your purpose will help you to contribute to the world. So ultimately, when you're living your purpose, it's not just for you. Your purpose is so that you can share your mission, your passion, your gifts to bless the lives of others. And so whether it's through your work or through the community projects or the service organizations that you're part of or whatever, like when you're really contributing and blessing someone else's life, that's when you know that you're living in alignment with your purpose. So let's hit these 3 things once again. So your purpose, first and foremost, is going to bring you joy. It's going to bring you happiness. So all of the things you're doing currently in your life, I want you to ask a simple question. Does this make me happy? Does this bring me joy? Does this help me to experience the fullness, the richness, the most abundant happiness possible in this life? If so, congratulations, you're living in alignment with your purpose. If not, it's a good time for you to step back and think, maybe I should look at this and see about possibly doing something different. One of the greatest tragedies for me on the planet is the fact that I heard a stat that says like 67% of all Americans are unhappy in their work. For me, that's like a tragedy, because when you're unhappy with your work, you're missing one of the greatest keys and greatest elements to experience joy and purpose in your life. So make sure that you are experiencing joy in what you do. And if you're not where you are right now, just look at that and ask, how can I bring more joy into this experience? I'm not telling you, just to be clear, I'm not telling you go quit your job, go, change your relationship, go leave everything that doesn't make you happy. Like, the goal is find how to bring happiness into where you're at right now. But if you're truly doing something that's not aligned with your purpose, it's not going to fulfill you the same way it would be if you were. So that's the first key. Second key, once again, is your purpose will cause you to grow. Like, this is the difference for me between a job and a career. A job is simply something that you do day to day, and you could do it for 30 years, but you only have 1 year experience because you're doing the same thing over and over again. You're not actually growing, you're not stretching, you're not learning. But a career, or even more importantly, like a purpose-driven business, is something where it's going to stretch you, it's going to challenge you. For me, being an entrepreneur is the ultimate playground for personal growth, because it forces me to grow and to learn and constantly expand. And that's what lights us up. That's what makes us feel most alive, is when we know that we're growing in a meaningful and intentional way. The third key once again is contribution. Is if you are not actually using your gifts and talents to bless and support other people in your life, I'm going to invite you to consider you're missing out on one of the most important aspects of being a purpose-driven producer and a contributor on this planet, is because there's something that's so meaningful when we know when we're making a difference and impacting other people's lives. So ask yourself those questions. Am I experiencing joy in what I do? Is it causing me to grow? And number 3, am I actually contributing and giving my gifts to the planet in a meaningful way? And if you are, I promise your life is going to be filled with joy and possibility. You're going to be constantly expanding and ultimately becoming the best version of you. And if you're not, you'll probably feel stuck and stale and frustrated and disappointed. And so there's so much value in finding and pursuing and living in alignment with that purpose every day. I hope these thoughts and principles serve you. On the next video, we're going to be sharing with you how to actually take that purpose inside of you and know how to create prosperity with that. Look forward to seeing you then. Just remember, you have one life to live. Live big. Hey, hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure you subscribe for more juicy nuggets on living a purpose-driven life and learning how to create prosperity doing what you love. Go ahead and click the link below to subscribe, and underneath this video also is a special link where you can grab an opportunity to join the tribe for just $1, and when you do that, you get a free course that I've created called Purpose to Prosperity, learning how to take the gifts inside of you and share your gifts in the world and to monetize your message and all that you do. I hope that this serves you on your journey. You are here for a reason. Remember that. Would love to have you be part of our Prosperity Tribe as we continue to support you in sharing your gifts with the world. So make sure you click below to subscribe and join us. Till then, we'll see you again soon. Remember, you got one life to live. Live big!